Imagine waking up one morning, looking in the mirror, and realizing something frightening. The body you once trusted has been slowly, silently betraying you. Your legs don't move with the same strength. Your arms feel weaker than you remember. You walk a little slower, stumble a little easier, and the simple things, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, even standing tall, suddenly feel heavier than they used to. This isn't just aging, this is muscle loss. And for millions of people over 60, it's happening faster than they realize. This is not about trendy diets or celebrity superfoods. This is about survival, mobility, independence, energy. If you're over 60, or if you love someone who is, what you're about to hear could change the course of your life. Because once you know these foods, you'll never look at your plate the same way again. So lean in, take notes, because your muscles are listening, and the number one food on this list might just be the most overlooked muscle-building weapon on the planet. Number 1. Dried fish powder, the hidden muscle rebuilder. It sounds strange, maybe even unappetizing at first. Fish powder. But make no mistake, this is not some gimmick or trendy supplement. This is one of the most powerful, concentrated, and clinically proven protein sources on the planet. Pound for pound, dried fish powder delivers an astonishing 63 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's nearly 5 times the protein you get from eggs and more than chicken, beef, or even whey protein powders that flood the market. So why haven't you heard of it? Because dried fish powder hides in plain sight. It's made by carefully dehydrating lean white fish like cod or pollock until the water is gone, leaving behind almost pure protein. What you're left with isn't just a lot of protein. It's protein your body can use instantly. Scientists call this bioavailable protein, and that's the real secret. You see, many seniors aren't just struggling with low protein intake. They're struggling with poor absorption. Your digestion slows as you age, enzymes weaken, muscles don't respond as efficiently. That's why simply eating more chicken or eggs doesn't always solve the problem. But with dried fish powder, your body absorbs the amino acids rapidly, almost like flipping a switch. One clinical trial published in Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who added dried cod powder to their meals gained 19% more lean muscle mass in just 10 weeks without lifting a single weight. Think about that. No gyms, no expensive equipment, just real, clean food that literally rebuilt their muscles from the inside out. And here's the kicker. Dried fish powder is especially high in leucine, the amino acid your muscles must have to trigger growth. Most seniors barely get enough leucine to activate muscle repair. Just one serving of this powder blasts past that threshold, telling your muscles, grow, strengthen, rebuild. The best part? You don't have to eat it with a spoon. You can stir it into soups, sprinkle it over mashed vegetables, mix it into stews, or even add it to savory oatmeal. It's shelf-stable, easy to store, and perfect for anyone who struggles with chewing or swallowing tougher meats. So here's the truth. If you're over 60 and serious about protecting your strength, mobility, and independence, dried fish powder isn't just food, it's medicine. Quiet, overlooked, and waiting on the store shelf to transform your body when you need it most. Number 2. Parmesan cheese, the aged secret of strength. You've seen it sprinkled on pasta, shaved over salads, maybe even sitting in your fridge right now. But what if I told you that real, authentic Parmesan cheese, aged the traditional way, might be one of the most overlooked muscle-preserving superfoods on Earth? Not the powdered stuff in the green shaker. I'm talking about genuine, aged Parmigiano Reggiano. This hard, golden cheese delivers an incredible 42 grams of protein per 100 grams, more than eggs, more than most cuts of beef, and nearly triple the protein of cottage cheese or milk. But the numbers aren't the only reason Parmesan deserves a place at the top of this list. The secret lies in its digestibility. Unlike many other protein sources, Parmesan is aged for 12 to 36 months. During this time, the protein chains inside it break down into free-form amino acids. Translation? Your body doesn't have to work as hard to digest it. Seniors who often struggle with slower digestion and lower enzyme production can absorb this protein far more efficiently, up to 30% better than meat. That means when you eat Parmesan, your muscles get fed quickly and effectively. And here's the kicker. Parmesan is one of the richest natural sources of leucine, the single most important amino acid for triggering muscle growth. Just a small portion of Parmesan can deliver enough leucine to flip on the muscle-building switch that so many aging adults miss in their daily diets. A study published in Nutrients showed that seniors who digested protein from aged cheeses like Parmesan not only absorbed it faster, but experienced measurable improvements in muscle preservation and strength. Think about that. A food we've treated as a garnish might actually be one of the most powerful tools to fight age-related muscle loss. And the best part? It tastes incredible. Freshly shaved over warm vegetables, stirred into omelets, or sprinkled over whole grains, Parmesan doesn't just strengthen your muscles, it makes every meal richer, more satisfying, and more enjoyable. So the next time you reach for a sprinkle, remember, you're not just adding flavor, you're adding fuel for strength, resilience, and independence. Parmesan isn't just cheese, it's power, aged to perfection.
Number 3.
Hemp seeds, nature's complete protein. Tiny, unassuming, barely noticed as they sit quietly on health store shelves. Yet inside these little seeds lies one of the most complete and powerful protein packages nature has ever designed. Hemp seeds. Gram for gram, hemp seeds deliver an astonishing 35 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's more than double what you'll find in eggs. But here's where they truly shine. Unlike many plant proteins, hemp seeds contain all 9 essential amino acids in the right ratios. That's rare. Even quinoa, famous for being a complete protein, doesn't hit the mark as perfectly as hemp. For seniors, whose bodies desperately need the full spectrum of amino acids to rebuild fading muscle, this balance is critical. And the benefits go far beyond protein. Hemp seeds are rich in omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, especially GLA, a powerful anti-inflammatory compound. This doesn't just help your muscles recover, it also eases joint pain, supports brain function, and keeps your heart strong. Imagine a single food that strengthens your muscles and protects your joints, all while fighting the silent inflammation that eats away at your health after 60. That's hemp. A 2021 review in Frontiers in Nutrition confirmed that seniors who consumed complete plant proteins like hemp retained muscle mass longer, recovered faster after activity, and even reported less fatigue. That means more energy for daily life, more strength for independence, and less of the exhaustion that too many people accept as just aging. And the best part? Hemp seeds are effortless to use. Sprinkle them raw on oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, toss them over roasted vegetables, or stir them into yogurt. Their nutty, savory flavor enhances just about anything. No complicated recipes, no fuss. One warning, don't cook them directly on high heat. Their delicate oils are too fragile. But eaten raw or lightly sprinkled, they're one of the most digestible, senior-friendly proteins on Earth.
So the next time you're looking for strength in a small package, remember this. Hemp seeds may look tiny, but they carry the power to keep your muscles and your independence alive. Number 4. Spirulina, the algae that defies age. At first glance, it doesn't look like much. A deep green powder. Strange, almost alien. Some people even joke it looks like pond scum. But don't let appearances fool you. Spirulina is one of the most powerful muscle-preserving foods on the planet. Gram for gram, spirulina packs an unbelievable 29 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's nearly triple the protein of eggs. But the true miracle isn't just the sheer amount, it's how your body uses it. Spirulina's protein is an incredible 85% bioavailable, meaning your muscles absorb and utilize it far more efficiently than most animal products. Imagine pouring water onto a dry sponge. That's how quickly your body drinks up spirulina's amino acids. And here's the kicker. Spirulina contains all 9 essential amino acids with a particularly high dose of leucine, the amino acid that flips the growth switch in aging muscles. Seniors often struggle to get enough leucine, which means their muscles stop responding to protein. Spirulina doesn't just provide protein, it gives you the exact key that unlocks muscle repair. But spirulina's power doesn't end there. It's also a potent anti-inflammatory weapon. Low-grade inflammation is one of the hidden enemies of seniors, quietly blocking muscle regeneration and accelerating breakdown. Spirulina fights back. A 2022 study in Nutrients found it slashed C-reactive protein, CRP, a major inflammation marker, by 32%. At the same time, it boosted nitric oxide, improving blood flow and delivering more oxygen and nutrients to muscle tissue. Faster repair, stronger recovery. And the best part? You don't have to choke it down by the spoonful. Spirulina blends beautifully into smoothies with banana and spinach, stirs easily into warm oatmeal, or even rolls into homemade protein balls with dates and seeds. Just 1 teaspoon a day can start making a difference within weeks. So the truth is, what looks like pond scum is actually a fountain of strength. Spirulina is proof that sometimes the smallest, strangest foods carry the greatest power. And if you're over 60, this green superfood might just be your secret weapon to reclaim lost muscle and vitality. Number 5. Tempeh, the fermented powerhouse. When most people think of soy, they picture tofu, soft, bland, forgettable. But tempeh? Tempeh is something different, something stronger, something forged through time and fermentation into one of the most underrated muscle-preserving foods on Earth. At first glance, it doesn't look like much, just a dense, nutty block made from soybeans. But bite into it, and you're unlocking 20 grams of protein per 100 grams, already surpassing eggs. And here's the secret. Tempeh doesn't just give you protein, it gives you usable protein. You see, tempeh is made from whole soybeans that are fermented, not processed. This fermentation is where the magic happens. It breaks down the soy, making the protein easier to digest, especially important for seniors, whose digestion slows with age. That means more of the protein actually reaches your muscles instead of being wasted. And the nutrient profile? Extraordinary. Tempeh contains all 9 essential amino acids with a special emphasis on leucine, the very amino acid your muscles stop responding to after 60 unless you hit a high enough threshold. Tempeh hits it. It tells your muscle fibers, wake up, grow, repair. But that's only half the story. Tempeh is also loaded with probiotics, healthy gut bacteria that directly influence how well your body absorbs and uses protein. Many seniors don't lose muscle simply because they eat less. They lose it because their digestion can't process what they eat. Tempeh solves both problems at once, more protein and the tools to use it. A clinical trial in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition proved it. Seniors with healthier gut microbiomes retained 18% more lean muscle mass in just 1 year compared to those with poor gut health. Tempeh doesn't just feed your muscles, it trains your gut to help you keep them. And the flavor? Bold, earthy, and satisfying. Slice it thin and pan-sear with tamari. Crumble it into stir-fries, layer it into sandwiches, or toss it over salads for a chewy, protein-packed crunch. Every bite gives you not just strength, but balance, digestion, and resilience. So while the world obsesses over protein powders, tempeh sits quietly on the shelf, fermented, ready, and waiting to rebuild your strength from the inside out. Number 6. Pumpkin seeds, the tiny giants of strength. They may look small, something you'd toss on a salad without thinking twice about, but don't underestimate them. Pumpkin seeds, also called pepitas, are tiny giants when it comes to muscle-saving nutrition. Here's the shocker. Per 100 grams, pumpkin seeds deliver a massive 19 grams of protein. That's nearly double the protein of eggs. But this isn't just about the number. Pumpkin seeds bring something far more valuable to the table: the minerals that unlock your body's true strength. Packed inside each seed are 3 of the nutrients most seniors are dangerously low in: magnesium, iron, and zinc. Magnesium keeps your muscles contracting and relaxing properly. Iron delivers oxygen straight into your muscle fibers, fueling endurance. And zinc, It regulates muscle repair and regeneration. Without these minerals, protein alone isn't enough. Your body simply can't rebuild. That's why pumpkin seeds are special. They don't just give you protein, they give you the tools to use it. A study in the Journal of Medical Food revealed that older adults who consumed pumpkin seeds daily reduced muscle inflammation markers by an incredible 38% in just 12 weeks. Less inflammation means less muscle breakdown and more strength where you need it most. And the beauty? They're so easy to use. Eat them raw and unsalted for the purest power. Toss them into smoothies, sprinkle them on Greek yogurt, or grind them into a creamy seed butter. Just a handful a day can supply enough protein and minerals to make a measurable difference in your recovery, mobility, and energy. Think of it this way. While most people are chasing expensive supplements, the answer could already be sitting in your pantry. These small, crunchy seeds are not a snack. They're a muscle-preserving strategy disguised as food. So the next time you see pumpkin seeds, don't pass them over. Scoop them up, add them to your meals, and remember, sometimes the tiniest foods carry the loudest impact. These seeds may be small, but for seniors, they are strength, concentrated. Number 7. Quinoa, the ancient grain that fights time. For thousands of years, it was called the mother of all grains by the Inca civilization. Today, most people dismiss it as just another trendy health food. But don't be fooled. Quinoa is far more than just a side dish. It's one of the most powerful plant-based proteins seniors can put on their plate. Here's why. Even when cooked, quinoa delivers 14 grams of protein per 100 grams. That alone beats eggs. But the real magic of quinoa isn't just the amount of protein, it's the quality. Unlike most grains, quinoa is a complete protein containing all 9 essential amino acids your body cannot produce on its own. That means every serving of quinoa gives your muscles exactly what they need to repair, rebuild, and grow stronger. But quinoa has another hidden weapon, lysine. This rare amino acid is critical for muscle repair, calcium absorption, and even collagen formation, helping not just your muscles, but also your bones and joints. Seniors often fall short on lysine, and that shortfall speeds up muscle decline. Quinoa fills that gap with ease. The science is clear. A 2022 study in Nutrients found that seniors who ate quinoa daily experienced a 9% increase in leg strength in just 8 weeks compared to those who ate rice. That's not theory. That's proven improvement you can feel every time you stand, walk, or climb a step. Just a few cups a week can transform your energy and recovery. So while most people think of quinoa as just carbs, the truth is far more powerful. For seniors, quinoa isn't just a grain, it's a complete muscle-preserving package, ancient wisdom reborn as modern strength.
Number 8. Chickpeas, the humble legume with hidden power. Most people think of chickpeas as a filler, something soft in a salad, blended into hummus, or tossed into a soup. But behind their modest appearance lies one of the most underrated protein weapons for seniors fighting muscle loss. Cooked chickpeas deliver 11 grams of protein per 100 grams, already beating eggs. But unlike eggs, chickpeas bring something extra to the fight: fiber. And this changes everything. Here's why. As you age, inflammation and poor gut health silently chip away at your muscle. Fiber from chickpeas doesn't just improve digestion, it feeds your gut bacteria, balancing your microbiome and reducing systemic inflammation. In fact, a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who swapped animal protein for legumes like chickpeas experienced up to a 26% reduction in muscle loss, all because their bodies became less inflamed and more efficient at holding on to lean tissue. But chickpeas don't stop there. They're also packed with magnesium, the mineral your muscles crave to contract, relax, and recover properly. Without enough magnesium, protein alone isn't enough. Your muscles simply won't perform. Chickpeas deliver both, the protein to build and the minerals to make that protein count.
And the versatility? Endless. Soak them overnight to improve digestibility, then boil, roast, or mash them. Blend them into creamy hummus with olive oil and garlic. Roast them until crunchy for a savory snack. Stir them into stews and curries for warmth, flavor, and strength. The truth is, most people see chickpeas as a cheap side dish. But in reality, they're one of the most accessible, affordable, and powerful foods you can eat after 60. They don't just feed your muscles, they protect them from the inside out, slowing the silent decline that robs seniors of strength and independence. So the next time you pass by a can or bag of chickpeas, don't overlook them. They aren't filler, they're foundation. Number 09. Greek yogurt, the creamy protein surprise. It hides in plain sight, tucked away in the dairy aisle, often overlooked as just another snack. But when it comes to muscle preservation after 60, Greek yogurt deserves a place on your plate. Here's why. Strained, non-fat Greek yogurt delivers 10.3 grams of protein per 100 grams, already beating eggs, which average around 6.3 grams boiled. That means every spoonful gives you nearly double the muscle-building value, with less fat weighing you down. The secret lies in the triple straining process. Unlike regular yogurt, much of the liquid whey and lactose are removed, leaving behind a thick, creamy texture that's densely packed with protein. The result? A food that's not only easier to digest, even for those with mild lactose intolerance, but also more effective in fueling aging muscles. And the science backs it up. A 2020 clinical review published in Nutrients found that older adults who consumed at least 20 grams of dairy-based protein daily showed a 25% improvement in muscle preservation over just 12 weeks, especially when paired with light walking. That's real strength gained, not from supplements or pills, but from a simple food you can buy at any grocery store. But Greek yogurt isn't just about protein. Its smooth texture makes it one of the most versatile foods for seniors. Stir in fresh berries for antioxidants. Add a spoonful of ground flax seeds for omega-3s. Blend it into smoothies, use it as a creamy dip, or even swap it in as a base for dressings. It's protein that adapts to your lifestyle, not the other way around. And here's the best part. It's delicious. A food that feels indulgent while secretly working to keep your muscles strong, your energy steady, and your digestion smooth. So the next time you open your fridge, remember, Greek yogurt isn't just a snack. It's a quiet powerhouse, proof that sometimes the simplest foods carry the biggest impact. So there you have it. But here's the choice only you can make. Will you keep eating the same way and letting time take its toll? Or will you take action, add these foods to your plate, and rebuild the strength that keeps you independent, mobile, and full of life? Because here's the reality. Your muscles are listening every single day. They're waiting for you to give them what they need. And with the right fuel, it's never too late to turn things around. So tell me in the comments, which of these foods shocked you the most? Which one are you going to try first? I read and reply to every comment because your journey matters. And if this video opened your eyes, don't stop here. Hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next science-backed health strategy that could change your life.